Welcome to Trading Lounge and the US indices for the 22nd of September. Today I'm just going to focus on the SP 500 and I'm going to start on the weekly chart here. And as you know, this particular move up through here can be counted up in three waves at this point. So that's possible that we can have, if it's only three waves up, we would have a wave 4 back roughly to the 3200 area and then a fifth wave to the upside. Because it's only three waves up here, for whatever reasons, if the market drops a lot further through here, then we would need to consider this this count wrong, of course, but would also have to consider this whole move up here being part of this larger correction in this space here. But as always, just one step at a time, and the move down here so far seems to be on the right track of appearing to be corrective. So let's just go from the weekly to the daily chart here, and from the low here, I was looking at this as 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here for the third wave, a fourth wave and a fifth wave up here. So the fourth wave, and I wouldn't marry this particular count by the way either, but we'll just go step by step within the structure that we can understand. The 38.2% retracement level comes in roughly around the 3150 sort of area here as a bit of a guide stone here for that. And yeah, so let's just go in here and see what we've got in this space here for the time being on the intraday on the 4-hour chart. Looking at it like this, we have been looking at it like this in terms of an A wave here, an A and a B and a C wave here for the B wave, and then down for the C wave here. A C wave has got 5 waves in it, so it's a little bit difficult to get 5 waves out of this point here, but I can, and I will show you how that can be done, because we need to be mindful of all outcomes. And we can see that currently the 3,300 is the the old support and now becoming the resistance here. So we could also say that if the 33 became the tested support with a classic trading levels pattern sitting on that level there, then it's likely that this move down here is completed. The other little thing here, just on a side note, is that gold in its correction started a month before. This started early August, and gold started early September here, early August for gold. But it also appears that gold will be finishing on the same note as well. So if I can just bring up spot gold here. This is just the 4-hour chart. It started back in August here, but these two markets may turn in the same space as well. So for gold here, we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here, and this is basically what we're looking for with the S&P 500. So I just thought I would throw that in there because they're on the same C wave coming down in the same in the same note, so to speak. So our job is, well, A wave is quite clear, B wave is quite clear, and we're working with wave C here. So it's unfolding quite nicely, except for the rally here has just gone a little bit high. It should have just gone to the old, just in here where the open and closes are here. So it's pushed up a little bit further. So it does raise a flag, and we need to investigate that. So on the hourly chart here, this has been our count here where we've had wave 1 down here, wave 2 here, and then looking for wave 3 down here. In wave 3 we've got wave 1, 2, there's 5 waves in this sequence here, not a problem, confident about that for wave 3. Wave 4 should come back to the wave 4 1 less a degree here. It has gone a little bit higher, so not much, but there can still be more move in that as well. So I'm kind of left scratching my head a little bit, and also too with wave 4 moving up at starting to overlap wave 1 here, so certainly showing a lot of strength in that in that space. So yeah, look, even if it does go a little bit higher, let's just say that for the time being it doesn't find support on the 3,300. It moves up there and then fails. or then the pattern would be looking at it like this here. And one more move down to our target area, the 31.46, roughly 50, and then up from that point. So we would look at this over here for this, and bring this in here as the wave 4. Now I still can't confirm that this wave 4 is the right target area, even though that we're on track towards that area there. So everything is still sort of up in the air a little bit. All we can say is that while the market stays under the 3,300, then that's the line in the sand, and the market would remain bearish from that point. On the 15-minute chart here, just to break it down a little bit, so from wave B here, looking down for wave 1, wave 2 is complicated, right? So in that case, we can expect wave 4 here to be very simple. Normally wave 2 is simple and wave 4 is complex, but wave 2 is complex and making wave 4 simple here. And then the count down here as 1 and 2 here, and then you can see here 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 for the third wave here, and the fourth wave should pull back to the fourth wave of 1 lesser degree. It's just moved past it. I can see it was struggling at the end of the session, but there still can be more in this as well. This can actually just come back down here and push up into here before folding down here. This little move up through here, technically it counts as being correct because it's got overlapping wave structures. We can just have a quick look at that on the tick chart here. Not that I've got a count on the tick chart, but just to view that. So from the low here, yes, you could count it as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, but as I mentioned here, the wave 4 really overlaps wave 1 here, so that really sort of rules it out as a corrective move to the upside. So as a corrective move to the upside, we could look at this as an A and a B and a C here for the A wave, back for the B wave, and up for the C wave here. But the C wave here too, I have to say, it looks sort of bullish. It appears that we've got like an impulse wave to here and then to here as like 1 and 2 here, then 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, and the third wave coming up through here. So there's still 4 and 5 to move up higher through here. So it just sort of puzzles me a little bit in that it looks quite strong. And if it was strong, let's just where did I put that? On the 30-minute chart, I think. I just made this count here just to look at it as being completed here. It's a bit of a squeeze, but wave 1 here, 2 here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here for the third wave. And then the fourth wave here is an ABC pattern to this point because it's higher than this point. And then having this as wave 1 and 2 here, which is a bit of a long shot. And then 3 and 4 and 5 here for this. So technically it fits, and we might have to resort to that. But as I mentioned, we just really need to see if this 3,300 becomes the support there in that particular space. And for that support, we're looking at something like this. So if this is 3,300 across here, we still have to wait for the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level. This is our reference point. This is the one that we're looking for, because once that's in place and it pulls back down here, then we can put our stops on top of this one here and also our entries on top of this one here. And then we can bring those stops down and entries down as well. But we do need to see that sitting here. So the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level, some type of correction here, and then finding support back over here. But that reference point high here and this one here is critical to manage the current short trades and also to look for the long trades as well. There can be a variation, and the variation would look like this. Yeah, so I mean, the Australian dollar also sort of ties in with the SP 500 as well, and it's also got another leg down as well. So, but anyway, I just thought, well, you know, can it be counted any other way? And this is the best that I could come up with. But besides that, we should see this fail and move down. But if I'm wrong with that, then the setup and the point that would be wrong would be the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level, and then an ABC pattern here, and then climbing back on support with that reference point coming in here as the as where the stop should go. So if we come back to our hourly chart here for a moment, so I'll just want to clear this up here, just pop that out of the way there for a moment. So our stop will, if we've got the arrival here, the reaction here, the first high above the level here, and then the ABC pattern here, then this stop here needs to come in on top here, and we can bring it down later onto the second high if you wish, but that top's got to come in first, and that also creates the long trade over here as well for that. So we want to be, we don't want to miss anything to the upside. I mean, this may just fall complete, you know, just for some reason be completed here and be dragged up by Apple. Apple's looking quite good. So we just need to be prepared if the S&P is going to be dragged around by the Nasdaq. But the Nasdaq has got the same issues in here, so I didn't want to just go back over the same issues on a different market. But obviously, stocks can pull the market up, which obviously they are. But we'll look at those tomorrow because we looked at those yesterday. And they have moved down into place, and a lot of them have still got the same issues as this here. So just to recap all of this, it all comes down just to the 3,300 here being the support, or maintaining the resistance, and then maintaining our short trades within this space as well. And our target down here is the 3150 area here, but we'll probably go a little bit higher. So taking profit at 3180 would probably be about right as well. And yeah, let's just see how that pans out. Alrighty, enough waffling on. Thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Cheers.